and welcome to this webinar titled Applying New Technologies in the Tourism Sector, Virtual and Augmented Reality. My name is Tatiana, and I'm Assistant Professor at the University of La Laguna, as well as Education Director and Researcher at the Emotur Lab, part of the Institute of Tourism and Sustainable Economic Development at University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. In this webinar, we will explore two technologies that are transforming the tourism industry: virtual reality and augmented reality. We will focus on how these immersive technologies can be applied to small and medium-sized companies in tourism sector, offering powerful tools to enhance customer satisfaction and create memorable, engaging experiences. Our goal today is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of virtual and augmented reality and to explore how these technologies are transforming the tourism sector. We will look at their current applications, the potential they hold for the future, and how they can help tourism business stay competitive in an increasingly digital world. Let's start by looking at how technology has evolved in tourism. Only a few years ago, concepts like virtual reality and augmented reality seemed straight out of science fiction. But today, these technologies are becoming part of our everyday lives. As they become more integrated into our routines, new questions arise. Among them, what exactly differentiates virtual reality from augmented reality? This distinction between virtual and augmented reality can be some confusing at first. Both create immersive experiences, but they do so in a very different ways. Virtual reality technology has been understood as something futuristic, but currently can place people in the middle of a spectacular imaginary world. However, augmented reality adds virtual elements to our real world environment. So this is the principal difference. But things are happening so fast, and these differences maybe can change, and the differences between virtual and augmented reality can seem a bit fuzzy. On the one hand, we will explore virtual reality and augmented reality. And on the other hand, we will focus on how these immersive technologies can be applied specifically within the tourism industry. Both offer powerful tools for small and medium-sized tourism business to enhance customer satisfaction by creating memorable experiences and engaging experiences. These both virtual environments are transforming how tourist professionals can engage and inspire their clients before, during, and even after the trips, paving the way for a more dynamic and personalized approach to tourism. So, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is the best known of the extended reality technologies. Is already here, of course, and it's transforming the way we experience the world. This technology immerses the users in a completely virtual environment, and the most advanced virtual reality experiences even provide freedom of movement. This is technology that can transport users, customers, tourists to places they could only dream of visiting. Imagine being to explore ancient ruins, dive into the depths of the ocean, or even walk on the moon. Maybe, all without leaving your home. And how is virtual reality defined for a better understanding? Let's see some definition of virtual reality. In the 1960s, some researchers tried to offer an explanation of virtual reality. For example, Ivan Sutherland described it as a window through which a user perceives the virtual world as it looked, felt, sounded real, in which the user could act realistic. However, another author defines it an experience of virtual simulation of space through the use of glasses and wire clothing that allows the user to interact in the three-dimensional environment, or as an illusion of participation in a synthetic environment rather than an external observation of said environment. But there are three key components that make virtual reality such as a powerful tool for SMEs. Visualization, that's virtual reality gives you the ability to see in the 360 degrees, creating a panoramic experience where you can look around and feel like you are physically present in the scene. Second, immersion, that's the feeling of being fully surrounded by the virtual world. The experience react to your movements, and the virtual environment seems to wrap around you, creating a sense of physical presence. And the third is interactivity. That's what makes virtual reality truly engaging. Through devices like joysticks, hand controllers, gloves, and even more, users can interact with the environment, and the more control the users have, the greater the sense of telepresence. The feeling is actually being there. And the combination of these three key elements creates a level of realism that tricks the sense into believing that what you are seeing and experiencing is real. In more technical terms, virtual reality is often defined as an interface between the user and the computer that can generate a simulation in real time and interpret the interactions through multiple sensory channels. And the next question would be, what do we need to use virtual reality? Some gadgets are needed so that the user can interact with the virtual environment and that the user experience can be much more immersive. Thanks to these gadgets, the users can interact with the virtual stage. Since the technological elements are essential to immerse yourself in virtual reality technology, different companies have designed gadgets to improve our experience. For example, virtual reality glasses or hand tracking controllers, like in the image. Other companies have already released other types of gadgets, such as gloves that control fingers and hand tracking, or masks, like in the image, that allow the users to perceive the sense of smell. But there are also more complex gadgets, such as platforms that have a movement system, so that once inside in the virtual world, the user can go through the different scenarios without moving from the side, simulating that the user is walking or even going up a hill. Another gadget model could be a feedback suit that covers the entire body and gives the ability to have the sense of touch in the virtual environment in your entire body. Although the application of virtual reality is already part of our day-to-day, since we can find it in education to improve learning methods, in medicine for surgery, or planning operations, or in tourism to promote products and destinations. Virtual reality still has a long way to go. And now, how is virtual reality being used in tourism? Virtual reality in tourism offers us an immersive experience that isolates us from the world and causes that all our senses focus on what we are experiencing in this virtual way. In the case of tourism, this helps us transport ourselves anywhere. For this reason, it has a very strong emotional component since it offers greater interactivity and feeling of being at the destination. So, virtual reality influences the information search process and the decision making of the destination, visit, or hotel, or the semis. It is, of course, it's not the same to be shown a photo of a destination, an hotel, or a product. For example, a photo of these dunes, that to see yourself surrounded by the dunes in virtual reality. So virtual reality multiplies the information that the tourist receives and help us transmit security and increase the desire to visit the destination or choose our hotel or our product. And virtual reality also allows us to pre-test new products, innovations, study the perception of the safety that the destinations transmit or the attention of the tourist, because we can know where they look and for how long time they do it. Also, virtual reality allows us to differentiate what is most important for tourists and better redirect investments in infrastructures, security, promotion, improve the tourist experience, and even increase the desire to visit a destination and increase their spending. The tourist will be able to experience a destination in advance and have a preview of the local attractions, products, and companies, helping tourists to choose between one destination company or another company. So virtual reality will change the way tourists experience our month. Many tourist companies have chosen to use this new technology to promote and reach a greater number of people, their products, or destination. Many hotels have virtual tours of their infrastructures on their web pages. Major hotels chains like Marriott, Melia, Hilton have already incorporated virtual reality into their marketing strategies by offering virtual tours of their properties and the rooms and all of the hotel. Later, other companies in the tourism sector, such as the cruise companies, MCC, also included. And virtual reality has also become a star attraction at a major tourism fairs such as Fitur. Here, destination use high quality 16 degrees videos to give potential visitors a taste of what they can expect. This technology provides a level of engagement far beyond traditional brochures or promotional videos. So, we are not talking only about destinations, but hotels, restaurants, museums, wineries, cheese shops, cruises, amusement parks, air travel experiences, and any tourist attractions. As you can see, through virtual reality, we can present information on tourism products and service in a much more attractive way, since it offers greater interactivity and a sense of presence in the destination. So, virtual reality helps us to attract customers. The behavior of the tourists and their preferences are constantly evolving. That is why tourism companies introduce new technologies with which to safety their customers in the best possible way. Virtual reality is also present in different areas such as in the planning and management of tourism marketing or in the conservation of the heritage destinations. For this reason, virtual reality is already part of the many marketing and promotion plans in the tourism sector. And challenges for the virtual reality? However, like any technology, virtual reality does come with challenges. For some users, the immersive experience can cause motion sickness, dizziness, or even headaches. This is known as cybersickness, and it's something developers are working hard to minimize. Additional, the cost of high-quality virtual reality equipment can be prohibitive for some businesses, but we can take another options. And despite these challenges, virtual reality is continuing improving and its application in the tourism are expanding rapidly. As in the technology becomes more affordable and accessible, it is likely to become a staple tool for tourism business looking to differentiate themselves in a crowded marketplace. And let's look at a specific example of how virtual reality is being applied in the cruise industry. MCC in cruises, for instance, use virtual reality to give potential customers a virtual tour of their ships. Through virtual reality headsets, users can explore various areas of the ship or even simulate an onboard experience. Other companies, like Royal Caribbean, have taken this step further by incorporating virtual reality into onboard activities, allowing passengers to enjoy immersive experience during the cruise. And virtual reality is also being used in crew training. Cruise companies can simulate emergency simulator situations or other critical onboard scenarios using virtual reality, providing a safe yet realistic training environment for their staff. And what is virtual reality for? Through virtual reality, we can develop projects virtually to see and test them before they physically exist and gradually adapt and improve them. For example, We can show destinations and tourist attractions that currently cannot be visited because they have been destroyed or because they are at risk of deterioration, or to study crowding while waiting in a restaurant and then avoid it, or live experiences that are not real, such as flying. So virtual reality techniques can also be used to provide an immersion of participants in manipulated design environments, for example, in hotel rooms, as we have already seen. Tourists can internalize various stimuli in a virtual reality, such as the colors of the room, the layout, and the design of the space. Or virtual reality and augmented reality can also be used to remember the last visit, like in a virtual photo album, and also interact with other members. Finally, it can also be used to diversify the museum experience to attract more audiences. These are some examples, but something very important when applying these techniques is that we can combine it with eye tracking. And what is eye tracking? Eye tracking allows the monitoring, follow-up, control, and the study of the individuals in movements, analyzing their reaction and behavior to certain stimuli, and helps us to answer several questions. What catches the customer attention? What elements arouse the most interest? And where are they located? How they influence customer behavior? And how and when the interaction occurs. Here we have the virtual reality glasses with integrated eye tracking. With these glasses, users can move and we get the information of what is interesting for them, where the consumers look, and for how long. This is only an example of the information that the eye tracking can collect. So users can also have virtual reality experience, and we can get more information about what the consumers likes through the tracking. And at the beginning, we commented that the difference between both terms, virtual and augmented reality, can be confusing. However, there are fundamental characteristics that differentiate virtual and augmented reality. For example, virtual reality transports the users to virtual world where they can interact with the virtual environment. However, in augmented reality, people always maintain contact with the reality. Augmented reality enhances the experiences by adding virtual components such as digital image, graphics, text, or sensations as a new layer of interaction with the real world. In contrast, virtual reality creates its own computer-generated world. So virtual reality, as we already seen, have different gadgets. Augmented reality is increasingly being used on mobile devices such as laptops, smartphones, or tablets. And so, how are virtual and augmented reality similar? Both use some of the same types of technology and exist to serve the user with an enhanced experience. And to better understand, now we are going to see what is augmented reality. Augmented reality superimposes, like in this image, digital information on real elements. This technology keeps the real world in the center but enhances it with other digital details complementing its reality. If you have smartphones, you can easily download an augmented reality application, of course, and try this technology. However, there are different ways to experience virtual augmented reality with special glasses, where the digital content is displayed on the glasses and you don't need a mobile phone. For this reason, augmented reality allows users to interact with virtual objects and see the physical environment at the same time, like in the image we can see. Or, for example, in this image, it can be defined as a technology with which virtual objects are added to the real world in real time during the user experience. So augmented reality allows us to interact with both digital and real world at the same time. But there are other definitions of augmented reality, such augmented reality has the ability to combine the real and virtual, be interactive, and be in real time in 3 dimensions. And what do you need to use virtual augmented reality? Uh, Augmented reality can be experienced across a wide range of devices, but the smartphone remains the most common augmented reality device due to its high accessibility for all the people. These smartphones are minimally intrusive, socially acceptable, easy to use, and widely available. In addition, technological advances in smartphone cameras with improved graphics, touch screens, and integrated sensors. Through the users of smartphones camera, we can superimpose augmented reality image, videos, or audio to our vision of the real world in real time. Also, augmented reality can be used without the need of smartphones to apply virtual layers to the real world environment, as we said. So glasses offers the possibility of interacting in different situations that mix the material and the artificial. It is a great device that aims to take the user's experience to another level and specifically its application to the tourism industry. And now we are going to see some application of this augmented reality. For example, in logistic and transport companies have already started to use augmented reality devices. Volkswagen, Bosch are pioneers incorporating this into their production processes and machines. And augmented reality is also being applied, of course, in advertising. And one of the best known examples of augmented reality is Pokemon Go. Millions of people around the world have been running with their smartphones in search of the little virtual cartoons. And how is augmented reality applied in tourism? So in tourism context, smartphones are the preferred augmented reality platform due to easy of implementation, low cost, reliability, and ability to run powerful augmented reality applications. Moreover, with a realistic integration of information in the real environment, users can interact with the device. Thanks to augmented reality, the consumer can go from a non-immersive, automated, and personalized experience, for example, audio guides, to an interactive and real element in 3 dimensions audio guides. For this reason, the augmented reality has the ability to replace traditional tours and become the next generation of personalized tours. Personalized service is gaining popularity through the service industry through these technologies. On the other hand, among the most common uses of augmented reality in the tourism sector, we find augmented reality oriented to heritage through virtual reconstruction, or augmented reality oriented to guide with additional information about the environment like text or images, or animations or 3D modeling, They could be added to cultural heritage and tourist attractions, bringing a second life to the destination. So augmented reality has become popular as a result of the use of images on Instagram or Google Maps or another social networks. And this tool can alter the way of providing information in the tourism sector and change tourism behavior. These new advances promise an exciting and interactive experience. And where augmented reality has been applied the most is in the cultural tourism. In the context of cultural heritage tourism, augmented reality provides an enhanced tourism experience that generates economic benefits for companies in the sector. It also ensures additional sources of income and can reduce the seasonality of destinations. And augmented reality provides more interactive and attractive content, memorable, immersive, and educational experiences. It is possible to rebuild or revive cultural or natural heritage that exists or not, adding information in real time about the environment. Also, augmented reality helps tourists to access valuable information and improve their knowledge about the tourist attractions or destinations. For example, if a tourist wants information about a church, the augmented reality can recreate the art, architecture, and all of the information related to the history of the place, the life and work of the architect, and architectural changes over the centuries of our lives. Some of benefits of augmented reality are personalized context to adapt products and services to needs of each tourist, increase the level of knowledge and interaction between the traveler and the destination, create new interest in visitors, or develop an exchange of information and connectivity that personalize the tourist visit according to the expectations of each person. Augmented reality delivers information on demand, thus avoiding unnecessary information overload. This can help museums, heritage sites, cities, tourism industry professionals, and companies to organize and transmit relevant information at the request of stakeholders. Tourists can download applications on their mobile devices to access a large amount of information about places, restaurants, hotels, cultural monuments, tours, maps, and more. Therefore, augmented reality has great potential to become a dominant technological tool in tourism, although there is still a lot to do. Finally, what is augmented reality for? Augmented reality can create innovative and immersive experiences, improving their engagement between the destination and the visitor, increasing the number of tourists and creating more personal products adapted to the technological visitors. It is a way to capture and retain the attention of tourists through information. For this reason, the demand of these new technological experiences increases every day. In conclusion, both virtual reality and augmented reality offer exciting opportunities for the tourism sector, whether it's allowing tourists to explore destinations virtually or enhancing the real-world experiences with digital context. These technologies are changing the way we travel and experience the world. For the SMEs, in tourism, virtual and augmented reality also offer powerful tools to stand out in a competitive market, create memorable experiences, and ultimately increasing customer satisfaction. So, I hope this webinar has provided you with a deeper understanding of how virtual and augmented reality can be applied in tourism. And thank you for your attention. And I encourage you to explore further resources on these fascinating technologies. Thank you so much for your attention.